Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about the 6-star rarity weapons and armors. A lot of people seem to be really laser focused on the 6-star rarity weapon because we do have a lot of information regarding the Evil Eclipse weapon, which is the free weapon that we can get by exchanging our Kavaris expedition preparation tickets. However, I want to bring to everyone's attention that 6-star rarity weapons are going to be fairly common in the new region in Kavaris. The reason I say that is because when Retem was introduced, we went into Retem and immediately we were greeted with 3 different 5-star rarity weapons. And very quickly we found out that there was a secret one, or the Relik Series. So there were 4 different 5-star rarity weapons, and each of these 5-star rarity weapons had its own specific unique potential. And so what I want to bring to everyone's attention is, please don't immediately fully upgrade and throw all your expensive augments on the Evil Eclipse weapon the moment it comes out or the moment you get your hands on it, because you might regret it, as we haven't seen what the other 6-star rarity weapons do. The moment we find out all of the 6-star rarity weapons and we see all of their different potentials, then you can heavily invest into a specific weapon that you want. However, please keep in mind that weapons have a fairly high turnover rate, which means that you will be replacing your weapon around once every 2 to 3 months. So you want to make sure that if you do heavily invest in a weapon, that you will be using it for a long time. A great example is the Relic Katana for me. Because this has a Fixa Fatale level 4, I was able to heavily invest into this weapon and get a ton of mileage. Basically, since the Retem region released, all the way until now, I'm still getting tons of mileage by using this weapon, which means I've used this weapon for almost 5 full months, and I never needed to upgrade anything. Even though there were better choices such as the Sanguine weapon which came out, it didn't matter to me because I invested so much into this weapon that the damage difference between the Sanguine weapon and the Relic weapon was very marginal for me. So for me, even though I invested like 20 or 30 million onto this weapon, it's perfectly fine because it was worth it. It was basically investing 30 million in order to get 5 months worth of mileage, which in my opinion is very good. However, of course, I am a huge outlier because how many people do you know that actually have a Fixa 4 Relic weapon? Not many people, to be perfectly honest with you guys. So for the regular consumer or the regular player out there, for you guys, you don't want to invest too heavily onto a weapon unless you do get that crazy lucky drop where it is a Fixa level 4 or above. Then sure, you can probably think about investing heavily into it. But for the majority of players, it's not that big of a deal, because think about it, we had our Gothica weapons as well as our Quintel weapons as well as the Fivla weapons, but they were very quickly replaced by the Griaga weapons when those came out. And then 1 to 2 months after the Griaga weapons came out, that was replaced by the Sanguine weapons. So the turnover is really quick. So you want to make sure that if you do decide to heavily invest into a weapon, that it will actually last you a long time. Now, if you're getting anxiety just thinking about this, don't worry. You can still use a Griaga weapon. You can still use a Quintel weapon, and it's still viable right now. You can still clear most of the content in the game pretty easily. So don't worry. It's really just for the min-maxers out there that are always chasing for the best gear. For the players who have this mindset, please be careful with your upgrades. I don't want you guys wasting your Mastery 4 capsules on the new Evil Eclipse weapon, only to find out that there's a new weapon that replaces your Evil Eclipse weapon, and you're like, oh my goodness, I just wasted all of those Mastery 4s, which took me several months to farm for, and now I need to upgrade to this new weapon, but I can't transfer my augments. So please don't make that mistake. I just want to make sure that you guys understand that there are multiple 6-star rarity weapons that will be available upon the release of Kavaris. And on top of all of that, I personally think that there will be a relic equivalent for the Kavaris region, where there will be a weapon that has a very low drop rate, just like the Relik series. However, I think Sega has learned from their mistakes, and we will probably be able to craft or exchange for the new Relic weapon series in the Kavaris region. I'm 90% sure that that is going to be a thing. So maybe you want to save up all your expensive capsules for that, just like me, because I stuck with this Relic weapon since it had a high level Fixa, and I was able to get 5 months worth of mileage from this. However, if you're a person that doesn't doesn't like to deal with speculation and guessing and wants to stick with something proven and tested and true, then you can just stick with the armors. You will always get the most bang for your buck with the armors simply because armors do not upgrade that often. Just think of your Gion and Grius armors. If you went full glass cannon, you had so much mileage by just using that armor. A lot of people are actually still using those armors, which means you got like what, almost a year? No, you did get a full year's worth of mileage by using your Gion armors. So armors are always going to be a good investment if you want to dump your Mastery 4s or whatever expensive capsules. You can always be very sure that if you put it on an armor, you're going to get a ton of mileage from it, at the bare minimum 5 to 6 months, right? So for me, I'm still going to be sticking with my Terminator armor or my Swazest armor because I did invest quite a bit of money. I think I invested like 40, maybe 50 million in getting all 3 pieces over here. So I will be sticking with these armors for quite some time. However, when I do get the opportunity to upgrade to the 6-star rarity armors, I definitely will be going with a budget upgrade first. And once I've decided that yes, this is the armor set that I want, then I will upgrade to the full min-max gear, just like what I've done with my Terminator armors over here. So in conclusion, the Kavaris region is coming out relatively soon, and when it comes out, we will get a lot of new gear. We'll get a lot of 6-star rarity weapons, a lot of 6-star rarity armors. However, please don't jump into it and fully augment any of it. Please look at all the different choices before heavily investing into any of them. Because even if you decide to go budget augments on those weapons as well as armors, they will still outshine and outperform your 5-star rarity armors and weapons right now, which are fully maxed out. So either way, it is a great upgrade. You're still going to be rocking your new 6-star rarity weapons and armors, but please don't go in throwing your Mastery 4 capsules and all of your very expensive stuff into your weapons and armors, thinking that yes, this is my end game, I'm going to be set once I do this, only to find out 2 to 3 months later down the line that, oh crap, there's something better, and yeah, now I need to farm all those capsules, which took me months to farm for. So that is the main takeaway of this video. Don't rush into your upgrades, go budget upgrades first, and then later on when you have decided to fully commit onto a weapon series or an armor series, then go full ham on it, okay? Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the